Hello and welcome. In this video, we will learn what liquidity is. Alright. Now, you might have heard people saying this stock is liquid, that stock is not liquid, and so on. Right? But what does that actually mean? And why should we as investors or traders care about liquidity? That is what we will learn in this video. Okay. Now I will give you an analogy before I explain about liquidity. Okay. Let us say that you want to buy 1 kg of potatoes. What do you do when you want to buy 1 kg of potatoes? You go to a market, correct? You go to a market. In a market, there will be a lot of sellers and there will be a lot of buyers. Let us say that you go to a shop and ask the price of 1 kg of potatoes. And let us say that the seller sells it for, or he says that he sells 1 kg of potatoes for 30 rupees. Okay. If you are okay with the price, you can buy in that particular shop. If you are not okay, then you can go to one more shop and ask the price. He may be willing to sell it at 29 rupees. So if you are okay with the price, you can buy there, or you can proceed to the next shop hoping to get a lower price. You may get a lower price or not. That is a different thing. But you can proceed to the next shop, correct? Now, there will be buyers and there will be sellers in large amount in the market, right? It is not that if you did not buy potatoes from this seller who is selling at 30 rupees, he will go bankrupt. No. There will be buyers who will be ready to pay this price and who will buy from that seller. Okay? Meaning, you will be able to find buyers and sellers for all the vegetables at all the prices. Okay? Meaning, this market is very liquid. Okay. Now let us consider the case of a seller. Let us say that you are a vegetable seller. Let us say that I come to your shop and I ask you the price of 1 kg potatoes. And you say it is 30 rupees per kg. I am not satisfied with the price, so I move on to the next shop. But that doesn't mean you will have to reduce the price. You can reduce, but you don't have to. Someone will come to your shop who will be ready to pay 30 rupees and buy the potatoes. Right? Meaning, even if you are a seller, you will be able to sell all the vegetables. Meaning, this market is very liquid. Okay. Whereas, let us say, for example, you want to buy a house. You have seen a house in your neighborhood and you want to buy it. Okay. And when you go to the house owner and inquire the price, he says that he is willing to sell the house for 30 lakh rupees. Okay, 30 lakh rupees. But your budget is 25 lakh rupees. Okay, 25 lakh rupees. So this means that either you will have to make a compromise or the house owner. Either house owner must reduce the price drastically and come to an agreement to sell it at 25 lakh rupees, or you must go and find the extra 5 lakh rupees to make your budget 30 lakh rupees. Alright. So if you are not able to adjust 5 lakh rupees, if he is not able to reduce his price to 25 lakh rupees, then both of you will have to wait for a different buyer and a seller. You will have to go on searching for a house that is ready to be sold at 25 lakh rupees, whereas the seller of this house has to wait till a buyer who is ready to pay 30 lakh rupees comes. So both of you may have to wait weeks or months altogether. Correct? Same goes for this. If you want to buy a plot of land, or let us say now you are a seller, if you want to sell this plot of land for 30 lakh rupees, then it will not be easy. Okay? You will not be able to find a buyer who will be able to pay 30 lakh rupees. Many people may come and ask the price and then leave without buying, because this may be out of their budget. Right? So you will also have to wait, even if you are a seller, for weeks or months till a buyer comes. Right? So this market is not very liquid, meaning you will not be able to buy or sell the goods, here house and the land, as and when you want. Okay, so this is what is called as illiquid market. Alright, same concept holds good for stocks also. Alright, liquidity refers to how easily you can buy or sell an asset without significantly changing its price. Okay, it is not just about stocks. This applies to any asset: real estate, gold, a car, or even the phone that you are using right now. If you can sell something quickly and get cash for it without taking a big loss, then it is considered liquid. Okay? So when you buy or sell shares on the stock exchange, liquidity determines how fast and smoothly your trade happens. Okay? Liquid stocks have high trading volume, meaning you can buy or sell them in seconds at current market price. Whereas illiquid stocks have low trading volumes, meaning you may have to wait, or worse, accept a poor price just to exit. Okay? Recollect the example that I gave you before. If you go to the market to buy potatoes, then there will be hundreds of sellers and buyers also. Prices will be stable, maybe 30 rupees, 25 rupees, 35 rupees per kilo. Meaning you can buy or sell mangoes easily. That is a liquid market. Now imagine you have to sell a piece of land or a house or a sofa set, for example, or a piece of art. Not everyone needs one right now. And so finding a buyer can take weeks. You might have to lower your price just to sell it. Right? Meaning those are illiquid assets. Okay? Stocks work the same way. Some are like potatoes, traded every day by thousands of people. Others are like that house or piece of land, hard to sell with few interested buyers. Okay? In India, we have two major exchanges, NSE and BSE. Right? Together, they list thousands of companies, but not all of them are traded actively. For example, if you consider Reliance Industries, then lakhs of shares are traded every single day. So you can buy 10 shares, 100 shares, or 10,000 shares instantly, and the price will not move much. Meaning this is a highly liquid stock. Whereas if you consider small cap companies with only a few thousand shares traded per day, if you try to sell or buy 500 shares, it may take hours, okay, for your order to be executed. And even if it gets executed, the price may move up or down drastically. Okay, so this is illiquidity. All right. Now, next question. How do we check the liquidity? We can check liquidity by checking the average daily volume, bid-ask spread, and market depth. So let me go to my desktop and show you how to check average daily volume. Okay. All right. So I am in chartinc.com. Okay. We can use screener.in website also, but let us use Chartinc now. So here I will click on screens and I will click on create scan. Okay. Here I will click on plus button and I will say volume. Okay. And I will click on greater than and number. Okay. Here I will enter 2 lakh as the value. Okay. Not 20,000, 2 lakh. Yes. So what I am saying here is I want to list all the stocks whose daily volume is greater than 2 lakh. Okay. Now this has to be done after the market closes. All right. So when I click on the run scan button, I will get a list of stocks whose daily volume, traded volume, is greater than 2 lakh. So you can see the volume here. Okay. Now this means that these stocks, how many are there? There are 924 stocks. These stocks are liquid stocks. But then it doesn't mean that all these are good stocks, because there are a lot of penny stocks in this list also. How to check them? You have to click on this price button. Okay. So you can see when I clicked on the price button, the list sorted according to the price. You can see this company is being traded, or the shares of this company is being traded at 0.3 rupees, 30 paise. So if you want to buy one share of this company, you will have to pay 30 paise. This is 44 paise, 45 paise. Okay, it is not even a rupee. So you can see that the volume is big, huge, but then these are penny stocks. All right, penny stocks. So liquid stocks can also be penny stocks, and this is where you will have to be careful. Okay, you cannot just trade or invest in all the liquid stocks. All right, so one has to do research before investing or trading. All right, now that was daily volume. Okay, average daily volume is the average of certain days. All right, but it is okay if the daily volume is greater than 2 lakh. Okay, now this is a value fixed by me. 2 lakh is the value fixed by me. Okay, it is not a rule. Some believe that if it is over 3 lakh or 4 lakh, then it is considered liquid. So it is left to individuals. Okay. Next, the bid ask spread and market depth. Now, what is this bid ask spread? We can find it in the market depth. You already know what market depth is, right? So I had showed you this image in one of my videos. So first, let us see what a spread is. The difference between this value and this value is spread. Okay, so bid and ask, offer here in this case, spread. So this spread must be narrow, meaning the difference between this value and this value must be less. Okay, if it is less, it means the stock is liquid. So this here has a 50 paise difference, but it is okay, meaning the stocks or shares of Infosys are liquid. Okay. Next coming to MRF. So you can see that the bid ask spread is not narrow. So this is the price of one stock. Okay, current price is 119500, meaning if you want to buy one share of MRF, then you will have to pay 1,19,500 rupees. It is that costly. Okay, so here you can see this value and here you can see this value. So there is a difference of 84.60 rupees here, meaning this is not liquid. Okay, so what does this mean? This means that a buyer is saying that he is willing to pay this amount to buy one share, whereas the seller is saying that he is ready to sell one share at this amount. Okay, imagine this is a house. Okay, not MRF share but a house. One buyer is saying that he is ready to buy the house at this price, but the seller of the house is saying that he is ready to sell the house at this price. So one out of two things must happen here. This buyer should be either ready to come to this level and pay this price to buy the share, or this seller should come down to this level, this price level, and sell the share. When that happens, a transaction happens. Okay, but if no one is ready to change their price, then no transaction will happen. Okay, One more thing is that you can see the number of buyers and number of sellers. So here number of buyers is good. Here number of sellers is also good, meaning this is liquid. There are buyers, there are sellers. Whereas here you can see number of buyers and number of sellers. Now this is a small number, meaning there are not much buyers and not much sellers. Maybe because of the high price of the shares. Okay. So this means this is illiquid. Alright. So by using daily volume and by looking at market depth, one can decide if a stock or share is liquid or illiquid. Okay. Now, why liquidity matters? This is because we can trade, or you can trade whenever you want without waiting. If you want to buy, you can buy quickly. If you want to sell, you can sell quickly without waiting too much and without affecting the price too much. Okay. You don't have to sell too cheap or buy too high, because you will find buyers and sellers at every price level. Okay. Next is illiquid stocks are easy for operators to manipulate. In the previous video, we learnt about penny stocks, correct? So, penny stocks are easy to be manipulated. So that is why you will have to see if a stock is liquid or not. I told you that even penny stocks are liquid, and that is why you will have to look at the market depth before concluding anything. Okay. So penny stocks can be liquid and illiquid also, meaning some can be liquid, some penny stocks can be illiquid. Alright. Next is that you are not stuck with shares you cannot sell. Sometimes you will not find buyers at all. This is when shares are illiquid. So if shares are liquid, then you will not be stuck. Alright. So make sure to look at liquidity before deciding anything. Alright.